Alright guys, so today's video we're going to start on data analysis, and the objective of this is to be able to use mean, median, and mode to kind of analyze data and see what we can learn from it. So we're going to start with measures of central tendency, and there are three main things that we use to measure central tendency. That's mean, median, and mode. Okay, so let you guys copy down the definition of mean first. Mean, you might know, you might have also heard it called average, and it's denoted by this symbol, we say x bar. So this is red x bar. And it's defined as x sub 1 plus x sub 2, that series, all the way to x sub n divided by n. So what this means is if there are n values, then we have that many x values to add up top, and that's also the number that we divide by in the denominator. So for example, if there are 6 numbers, so 6 values, we would have 6 x values up here, and then we would divide it by 6. Median is the middle value when values are written in order. If there are an even number of values, then we take the mean of the middle two values. So what's really important with median is that we put them in order from greatest to least or least to greatest, and then find the median. And so the median is going to be that middle number if there are an odd number of values. And if there are an even number of values, then we have to take the mean or average of the middle two. And with mode, it's a value that occurs most frequently. There could be no mode, there could be one mode, or there could be multiple modes, so more than one. And so that's going to depend on the data set. I'll give you guys a second to copy these down, and then we'll move on. Alright, so below we have the number of zombies killed by certain characters on The Walking Dead. And we're going to find the mean of this data set. And so if you guys remember, to find the mean, we add all of these together, okay? And then we divide it by how many we have. So how many do we have? Looks like we have 12, so we're going to add these up and divide it by 12. I'll give you a second to do that. Alright, so hopefully you guys were able to put these numbers in the calculator and add them up, or add them up in your head, and get 676. And then we count it up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 values. So 676 divided by 12, and we get 56.3 repeating. And so what that means is that each character from this list averages 56.3 zombie kills throughout the show. So now we're going to take a look at that data set and calculate the median. Okay, and so the median, we remember, if there's an odd number, it's the middle value. But as we saw in the last problem, we have 12 values, so that's not an odd number, so we won't be able to just take the middle number. So if we count in from each side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so we have these middle two numbers, 1 and 80, but we made a mistake. Hopefully you were able to see that in the beginning I said we had to order these from least to greatest. If I took the median here and I took the mean of these two numbers, that wouldn't be a very good representation of this data. Taking the average of 1 and 80 gives us 81, so we want to kind of and finding the average of that will give us 40.5, so we really want to get this in order before we start on that. So if I take this, I'm going to go 1, 1, and you guys don't have to cross them off, but I do because it helps me keep track. 3 ones, and then I want to look for the next smallest number, so I say I have a 30, another 30, 35, 55, got 62, got 73, and we're looking 80, and we have 136, and 172. And then we just want to make sure we go back and double check, make sure we got each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like we got them all. And now we can start counting from the outside in. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5. And so we see that our middle two numbers here are 35 and 55. And so what we do here is take the mean of these two. And so I'm going to let you guys do that and check in with you when you finish. Alright, so hopefully you guys remembered that mean means that we add these two numbers here. And so if I add 35 and 55, I'm going to get 90. And we divide it by how many numbers we have, and in this case that's 2. So 90 divided by 2 equals 45. Alright, and so we saw that if we took the mean, that gave us 56 and a third, and the median gave us 45. The last one we're going to take the mode. So mode is the number or values that show up the most in a set of data. There can be no mode, there can be one mode, or there can be multiple modes. So if we take a look at this data, we're really looking for values that repeat. So as I'm going through, I see 1 definitely repeats, I see 30 repeats, and I see another 1 here. And what I should also notice is that even though 30 and 1 repeat, because 1 repeats more times, that's a total of 3 1s, that's going to be our mode. So our mode equals 1. Okay, and so if there were another 30, so if we magically had another 30 down here, then our mode would be 1 and 30. Okay, and if each number appeared only once, or they all appeared twice, or the same number of times, we would have no mode. Okay, and so now what I want you guys to do is go to NBA.com. On the website, under Teams, you're going to click your favorite team and go to their site. If you don't have a favorite team, you can pick a random one. You can use mine, which is the 76ers. Then you're going to click on roster or team. It's different for each website. And I want you guys to record the weight of every player. You don't have to get their names down, but just get their weight in pounds. Okay? Put those in order from least to greatest or greatest to least. And then I want you to calculate the mean, median, and mode. Finally, the last thing I want you to do with that is I want you to decide which one do you think is the best representation of the data. So decide which measure is the best representation. And I want you to be able to defend that. So if you think that the mean is the best measure, you should be able to say why you feel that way. Alright, you guys can do that in your notebooks. If you need any help at all, whether it's navigating the website or calculating the measures of central tendency, just raise your hand and let me know, and I'll be over to help you as soon as I can.